It's R&D double S. Yeah.
So we're here at Bournemouth Bus Rally 2025. The weather's a bit dull. 3124 is just coming back onto the ground, but we're hoping it's going to be a great year. So join me, Aaron and Jack, as we go on the Morebuses. What else is there to do but to roll the intro? No one side you don't usually see in these videos, it is the preparation work. I'm here with 3124 at the moment. It's just been washed, getting ready for the rally, and we see a nice time lapse later, if I can, of putting her vinyls on. I've also got 474 next to me as well. She's getting ready to be prepped for this year's rally, and might see a bit more filming. It's going to be a good episode today, so let's get into it, shall we? New series, new production quality. We have microphones. So a bit more of the behind the scenes. We're now taking 3124 to put some fuel in. Now obviously buses, they do take a lot of fuel. It costs a lot to fill up. So every now and then you've got to make sure they keep topped up. Otherwise you don't want to be going out on a rally, out on a run, or out in service and the bus running out of fuel. So it's a good little more behind the scenes of how we keep these lovely buses maintained. But see you on the road. One of the more fun things you can do when you're doing behind the scenes is washing the vehicles. Here you can see we're washing 474 and we decided to put 5 on the blind, and you can see it scrolling through the old via signs. As this is the route I remember most about this bus. Just a shame it didn't have much of a service life, but we have a bit more on that later. You can see me and Russ here just making sure the whole bus is clean, all ready for the rally. As again, most people don't see the behind the scenes, and I hope you enjoy this little look into what goes on when we're not at the rally. So 474's just had a nice wash. This vehicle didn't really have much of a service life because it only spent, what, 7 years in service? And then it was used as a training bus. Fun fact, Russ learned to drive yellows on this bus, and my old man used to drive this bus for learning. Well, he doesn't do that anymore, he does something else. But we've just given her a nice once over. She's displaying the original route for the livery she's in, the number 16, also known as the Westbourne Flyer. Now, these buses are quite nice, but ultimately in the end it was the wheelchair compliance that did do them in, because these were kneeling. As first generation low floor buses, they weren't equipped with ramps. The only one I know that's equipped with ramps is the one that Red Rose Travel operate, and we will go up there at some point to go and visit their yellow bus, so that'll be a future episode. But this one's quite nice. Let's go and see what else needs doing around the yard. Well, that was the end of a sunny day, but now we're going to head back to the Bournemouth Bus Rally, back at Kings Park, so you can see the main event. Now that you've seen all the buses get ready, it's time to see them in action and see them in the lovely sunshine and going out on runs. So, we'll see you back at the rally grounds.
Can we try that with you?
So we have a really good mix of buses here this year. Behind me you can see Zelabus and Freedom, which are now one in the same company. We have a demonstrator ADL 400 MMC, which has got the same spec as the ones that are now on the M1 M2, but with the addition of seatbelts. All the London vehicles are here. We've got some lovely designs here, especially the Route Masters and the RT. They're always lovely to see. Up that way we have Bluebird, Burrows and Heathside coaches. Fingers crossed there should be a Laguna coach coming later on. And we've got a load of lovely old classics behind me here. Obviously, Hants Bournemouth have brought down all of their vehicles, barring 465 due to an electrical fault. Go South Coast have brought down some lovely vehicles as well. A couple of E400 MMCs, an E400 Classic. There's a Gemini, a couple of Scanias, and hopefully 1019 and 1020 should be here later. But we'll wait and see. We've also got a very nice Damry liveried VR and a yellow bus Bedford. Fun fact about those little Bedfords is you can actually Blackpool Tower on the little supports underneath. My favourite bus has even made an appearance this year. Fleet number 262, Dennis Dominator in yellow buses livery. And just to round out the ones on this end, have a Tiger Cub, an Olympian and an Atlantean, which look absolutely stunning. And there's a Leyland Tiger just up ahead. We're going to go and have a look at what's for sale and get you some footage of some buses moving around. Let's go and have a look, shall we? Coming this way. I got a bit of re-recording for this bit because the audio mucked up. So with the Morebus vehicles, there is a line up the back. We have a Gemini Mark 1, a Scania Omni-City, a couple of ADL classics, one Scania, one ADL engine. Oh, it's three. I can't remember what 1256 is. It's that way somewhere. And 2710. Now 2710 has had a repaint. It's no longer in its ice cream van livery, as I like to call it. It's now in modern Moor livery, and Some very nice buses going out. You've got a Leyland Tiger, so we'll flip that and you'll be able to see.
Get it Morebus style. Morebus style. Modern and spacious, Morebus is the way to go. To get you where you're going, go with the Morebus flow. Free Wi-Fi on the M1 and M2 buses. There's more to a Morebus, more pluses. An app store, an Android marketplace. No need with a Morebus to find a parking space. Convenient with smart cards to get you treats. Modern and clean with leather and comfy seats. So take the weight off and join the Morebus party. Enjoy views of the town and of the sea. For you and me, it's the Morebus, 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 more. Get it Morebus style. Morebus style. Whoop, 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 whoop. Get it Morebus style. Morebus style. Whoop, 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 whoop. Get it Morebus style. Hey, sexy Morebus. Whoop, 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 whoop. Get it Morebus style. Hey, sexy Morebus. Whoop, 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 whoop. Get it Morebus style.
Quick stop here at Bournemouth Square S stand. Just behind me, you can see where the rally routes usually go. We've done something a little bit different with an actual Morebus. I can see 1708, 1197, 1697 and 1722 behind me. And it's quite nice. The route we're doing at the moment is the T1, so that's one you've just seen in the time lapse up to the pier. Now we're going to head back to the rally ground now, have a look at what's there, and hop back on 105, shall we? So the route we are doing in 105 is the T1, which runs from the rally grounds up at Kings Park, down Holdenhurst Road, through Lansdowne, down Bath Hill, and then turning around at the BIC before heading down to Westover Road, and then back up through Horseshoe Common. And we're altering the route slightly here by going around where the 50s and the U1s do, and obviously there was the alteration of going through the square instead of heading straight back to the rally grounds. But this vehicle is a lovely little bus, number 105, then renumbered to 2205 under Morebus. It does carry a name before it, well, it did carry a name before it got put into preservation. Can't remember off the top of my head of the original name, but it does have a second name on it now, as it is also dedicated to the late Andrew Wickham, who was the director of Morebus, and he was also the one to donate this bus and the Solo to the Hants Bournemouth Preservation group. A very nice chap, and he will surely be missed throughout the bus community.
This is going to be the 45 departure.
Should be.
That's meant to be the Spectra. Or is this the half past?
God knows.
Nathan didn't tell me anything. I'll go and find out where he wants to go.
We've been waiting.
So basically you go around all through the country lanes, west and east beyond, in a trident gap.
You need to try doing the, if you go south coast to 25, 26, 27.
Oh, it's Elliot. I'll try that.
Elliot?
Oh, no.
Yes, private bus.
Now off on a magical mystery tour? Well, not really. First, we do follow the 19 route that was at the rally through to Boston Bus Station, but before heading off up to Hants Head. Now the vehicle we are on is the Hants Bournemouth LH number 108. On her 50th year of being around, she is a ex-Western National vehicle, and a little fun fact about her, her blinds are two sets merged together, as when we were looking in the blind box yesterday while prepping her for the rally, you could see the seam between two sets of blinds. Now she was a very smooth ride, as you'd expect from a National, well, Western National, and Bristol LH basically being a single deck version of a Bristol VR. Now, it is the only vehicle I managed to get on that was a manual gearbox, well, crash gearbox, and as you can see here we're heading up through Folkestone towards Southbourne Crossroads, where we will join the main overcliff towards Hainsbury Head. There'll be a nice shot of her at the head, posing for the camera like a true beauty. And I know what you're thinking, a quick jump from one route straight back into another, and we are on the solo this time. heading up towards Ringwood on this little mystery tour, but instead of going left and onto the carriageway, we do turn right, following the 33 down to the hospital before joining on to the A338. Now, we didn't go all the way into Ringwood, went up to the Ashley Heath roundabout and turned around at the Matchams Lane turn-off before coming back down the main road and back into the rally ground. Now, we didn't realise how close to time it was when we did this one, as we were pushing on a little bit, so a nice little sprint up the main road. Thought we might give the solo a nice little run. Now, when I was younger, X3s on the last and the first ones of the first one in the morning and the last one in the evening, it would have been a solo, whereas these days you just get double deckers mainly on it. On the rare, but you do get a rare occasion where a single decker has gone on, and I've seen 2731 and ADL E200 Classic running on the X3 at full capacity, but this bus did absolutely brilliantly on the main road, with Russ behind the wheel, of course. It's just nice to get these buses on a nice stretch for their wheels instead of just doing stop start on a town network. Sometimes it's good just to go for a nice long run, and I'll leave you to enjoy this little run before we head back to the rally grounds, listening to the William Tell Overture. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get much time to do filming walking around the grounds, as by the time we got back to the rally after one more run, it was near the end of the day. But I did manage to grab these shots of some of the buses leaving the grounds and going out on other runs, so I do hope you enjoy these short clips. And honestly, it was a fantastic day at the bus rally. Next year's will be on the 5th of July. It's a Sunday again, and same rules apply. Free entry if you do want to come down, ride the buses, and just enjoy the day. And hopefully it'll be even better than this year, but this year was a very good year as well. And obviously you've got 11:51 leaving there, back to 108 with the solo coming in, and I'll leave you to watch these last clips before we wrap up the day. And again, a massive thank you to the organisers and everyone involved. It has been a wonderful day. You've got Blakey being an inspector there.
Mid-engine, absolutely beautiful. It smells like a bus. I missed that. Oh, Callum,
Hold on.
The Russ was going on then, and the LH. Oh, dual door. National. I see all drive Russ as well.
So unfortunately we are here at the end of the day. I'm stood next to two Optare vehicles, two Ps in a pod, 3124 and 2687. It's been a lovely day here at Bournemouth Bus Rally. I want to say thank you to everyone for taking part in the rally, bringing your vehicles down. Without you guys we wouldn't be able to do it. And to everyone that's come up and said hello. And I want to give a special shout out to Jack, if you're watching. Thank you very much for that model. It honestly means the world to me. I don't expect these sort of things, but thank you very much. And on that note, hope to see you all in the next episode of On the Morebuses, where we're going a bit international. So from me and everyone here at the Bournemouth Bus Rally 2025, hope to see you next year and in the next episode. See you later.
There's always gay life on the buses. Make sure you leave your bird at home. You'll see so many on the buses. You won't be sitting on your own. It's so romantic on the buses. You'll find it thrilling when you ride. And you can get it on the buses, upstairs or down.